Holy shit! Vocal fireworks right here. I'm absolutely Kia ora and welcome. My name is ZoeStibi, your vocal coach for today. We're going to be taking a look at Abby Carter, winner of American Idol. You know that I don't really feel very strongly about these shows, but I do appreciate that it very much helps people to get the leg up in the beginning of their singing careers or even in the middle of them. Let's see what she's doing. Bring me to life. Can't wait to see what she's up to. I've never heard her before. Don't know her from my barbs, so let's have a listen. Holy shit! Do you know how hard it is to hit that note? How can you? With like that like mixture of the thick and the thin and then a little bit of breath. I think I practiced that song for bloody years. It's like, this is every singer's kind of like most difficult song. Holy shit, Abby Carter. Excuse me while I Google her quickly. Okay, I'm back. I learned some very interesting things about young Abby Carter. Very exciting to see. She's about 21, 22 years old at this time. Absolutely fantastic. You can tell that she's had a lot of musical training. This is a well-balanced sound right here. That's not to say that we're going to discount her ability, because I don't really hold much time for only natural talent. So let's go back on that. Beautiful with the way that she's changing the colors there. And you can hear, how can you see into? And she's using the way in which she's changing those vowels to kind of accentuate and also bring, like, when we're going into more of that trumpet shape, it's going to sound louder without us getting louder, because we don't want to change the position of the vocal folds really at that point, because otherwise we're going to end up flipping between that falsetto and the chest voice, and we want to kind of keep it sitting somewhere in the middle, so that we don't end up going ah, and have that kind of flip, the typical flip or voice break from the chest voice into the head voice. She goes, sinking you down into, let's just do that. Open doors, leading you down into. There you go. Yeah, leading you down into. This is such a challenging song. Like really, really, really sits right on the passaggio. Yeah, it's sitting up there on the B4, which is slap bang. And usually the passaggio can occur at different parts of the range for different singers, usually slap bang in the middle of the female passaggio. But if you want to learn more about how to improve your chest voice, because the passaggio is one part of that, then check out my free 5-day challenge available in the description below. We're going to find your chest voice, because that is something that Abby Carter has down, especially at the beginning of this song. Let's just go back on that. know it. We just have to do it because she's ever so slightly still in that very much mixed voice quality. It's basically just good contemporary singing, to be honest. Yeah, it's sort of like we're not going space being somewhere cold. You know, we're not like belting the shit out of it. It's not thick vocal folds. It's thicker vocal folds. But she's again using that cry, sleeping somewhere cold, to create that sound. And we need that cry in the voice. Something I so often see singers do is they're not singing enough. Yeah, they're not using enough of that singing kind of sound, because that cry is the biggest difference between speaking and singing for us. She's doing so much. She did I'm like so involved. I forget what happened like 10 seconds ago. Let's just go back on that. So she never really went into a thick sound. And this is not low in the female voice register, okay? This is actually sitting relatively high. So I would encourage singers, rather than like kind of switching between that mix and a heavier chest voice sound, because we often want to like beef up the sound. Now, Amy, the original singer from Evanescence, she does have quite a thicker sound in the lower part of the range, but you'll notice in this particular song she stays relatively mixy, and that's exactly what Abby's doing there. You can see it's very well choreographed at every moment. It's an excellent way for you to help with your nerves when you do choreograph bit by bit your song, so that you know what you're going to be doing. And she's putting her hands there. This is not by chance, people. This has all been pre-planned. Wake me up inside. Holy shit. Abby, you're taking us on a journey. Obviously, I'm well aware that in American Idol, we don't get the full song, which is a bit of a shame, actually, because she's doing an amazing job. Let's just go back on that. She does a lovely big belt note. She's just sitting ever so slightly under the note, which doesn't matter. But you notice she clocks it. She brings in the vibrato to help balance out that little bit. It's like a minute amount flat. So she goes, la, and she kind of just goes, hits the note, then goes a little bit down on it. Let's just watch that again. There we go. And she clocks it, she brings in the vibrato then to kind of correct that. When you're up on a note like that, it's very hard for you to change the sound. The vocal folds are very thick, and we lose a little bit of that agility that we're looking for in the top part of the range. So when you go, life! Oh, God, fuck. My voice is like not in good condition at the moment. I just have to like just pre-warn you. This is like pushing shit uphill with a pointed stick with all of my allergies at the moment. So that sounded terrible. But the way that which you can use the vibrato, mine was as wide as a barn door, so which it shouldn't be, yeah? So the way in which that she uses the vibrato, then it kind of tricks us into correcting the tone, because she's oscillating over the note, and we sort of like aren't then really focusing on that I'm talking minutely flat. Don't come at me at the comments. I'm just saying that you can help it with the vibrato. Let's go back on this sort of like second part of the verse, the second verse before she goes into frozen inside. I love this song. Honestly, you have to like my childhood. This is incredible. This is stunning. I'm absolutely loving the way that she's going down like that. There's probably a little bit of an emotional reason as well. It's kind of like showing, oh no. But also actually when you're down like that, you're engaging through all of your back muscles. It's actually a really great way for singers to support themselves when they are hitting these, like I would still call it, wake me up inside. Again, it's all up on that beat. It's a shit note for some people. Yeah, I wouldn't feel happy singing a song up on that note the whole time. I sit a little bit lower or like higher. But again, it's a choice, and we have to find these keys of the songs that fit our voices personally, because everybody is different and where they like to have their songs sitting. So going down like that, again, it's going to engage through all of that posterior chain and the back muscles there, really help with the belting. She's got great posture. You can see there, even though she's walking, she's still got the shoulders back and down. Again, we want to be careful that the shoulders aren't rolling forward. Posture is something that I do go into a little bit more though in my Vocal Academy. I have a whole course all about how to sing without strain. So if you're interested in learning more about that, check out the link in the description below. You can We're gonna keep on going with the song. Don't worry, I'm having fun. She's doing amazing things. This is like vocal fireworks right here. I'm absolutely fucking loving it. So when she's going into that, the one belted note was la. She went into the kind of vowel. Great way for you to improve your belt there on those sort of like more kind of slightly backward vowels, more of a trumpet shape going on there. It's giving us that feeling of that larger sound. Absolutely fantastic. She went up as well, slight raise of the chin, which is an excellent way for you to kind of accentuate that belt. Some people don't have to do it. It can sometimes help. Notice as well the way that she's breathing. We'll talk a little bit about that in the next bit, but the breath is so important when it comes to choosing your vocal style, because the breath often informs the vocal color that you're choosing. Go back at the start of that note. She's going to go for a big note there. We're going to stop it right there. Really great way. This is what I'm saying. Like this is training, people. This is training. That was fucking bang on. Yeah. She was like, frozen inside. The amount of hours I spent doing crescendos with my singing teachers, I tell you, get practicing your crescendos. Very, very, very great way for you to work on your vocal fold closure. A crescendo is when you're going from quiet to loud. And you're going through all of those vocal qualities. I mean, fuckers, one thing that you do during the day, do some crescendos, because they're really going to help you. I'm loving the way that she's not trying to darken her sound. She actually sounds very, very, very similar to Amy What's-Her-Face from Evanescence. She's got a very similar color in her sound, and she only did that one, save me from, that one little bit of growl there. That's the originoids rocking together or knocking together at the back. Those are the cartilages that open and close the vocal folds, and they're just knocking together to that. Think a little bit of like Cookie Monster. So let's just go back on this. As I say, 10 seconds in, I'm forgetting stuff. Must be getting my period. Without your touch, without your love, darling, only you. Love that little flip up. Beautiful, beautiful. Love the way that that is a swap between, or there's like a big flip really between that, like slightly more, I know it sounds like she's in falsetto at the beginning, but I think that was breathy thin falsetto. Frozen inside. because there's quite a lot of core to the sound. So it's not like frozen inside. Something I went into a little bit more in my Billie Eilish video, because it's also something she does. We think that she's in like a falsetto-y, whispery sound, but she's really not. There's a lot of vocal fold closure there, a lot of core, and that's going to help you as well with those crescendos. And then she goes, she flipped up into more of a falsetto sound. Let's just go back on that so you can really hear that the color change goes from like quite a lot of sound to like way less as she's going up higher.
Frozen inside, without your touch, without your love, darling, only you can bring the light back to the day. Wake me up inside, wake me up inside, call my name and save me from the dark. Bring me
That was fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And I love the way that wasn't a belted note at the end. That was definitely, again, a mixed kind of sound. But we heard the way in which she went down, frozen inside. And what that does is that juxtaposition between that then louder mixed voice sound and that kind of breathier thin vocal folds makes us think that she's giving us that extra oomph, but she didn't. Yeah, it was very similar to the second or the first verse. Second verse, where she used a little bit more of a stronger mixed voice sound. And at the end, she didn't try and do anything crazy, because it's all about working within your own vocal structures, your own strengths. And a lot of the stuff in these shows is about playing to your strengths and not trying to be a jack of all trades. So although we singing teachers talk about cross training, we really want to be making sure that we're working on a particular style of singing as our main focus, and cross training is informing or helping us to create different colors within our voices. But we're really still focusing on that one, because we really want to make sure that we're building a strong base for one particular style, rather than kind of going, I'm going to sing everything. It doesn't really help you to be able to sing everything. But if you're looking to improve your chest voice, then check out my link in the description below, because I've got a freebie here. My 5-day challenge for you to find your chest voice. I'll see you there. I can't wait for you to join me. Abby Carter. I, for one, am very excited to see what else she gets up to. That is a highly trained singer, and I'm just loving that today I'm seeing a lot of highly trained singers out there. It isn't about being a natural singer, people. That doesn't really help you. If you put in the work, if you want to learn to sing, then you can do it. Check out my free sing lessons, and they'll be available in the description below, as well as my Vocal Academy, where I help you to sing in the comfort of your own home. Can't wait to see you there. Check out some more amazing singers up here, and my Breathing for Pop singing down here if you're interested in more technique. Have an awesome rest of your day, and happy singing. Ka kite anō.